Is my wife being unfaithful to me? She lied to me about the country I was going on vacation. What should I do? To give you a bit of a background, me and my girlfriend have been together for 1.5 years. We have the same job working from home, and all this time, I've been helping her around because she also goes to uni, so I've been sitting for at least an hour or more 5 days a week so that I can help her finish on time. I can understand our job much better, so I give her advice as each of us is working from their home. All this time, we've been struggling with a few issues as she is dismissive avoidant and I have tolerated a lot of behaviors, and I am constantly working on fixing our relationship as well as helping her overcome her emotional trauma. She has expressed that our relationship is the best one yet for her and I am the only boyfriend that she said she loved. We are currently in a really good place on our relationship. However, when it comes to going on holidays together, I've asked her numerous times for us to go somewhere for Christmas. She kept saying that she isn't feeling that well emotionally and that she is tired to go for holidays and she just needs to rest. We had a fight over this because she cancelled our holidays on the last minute, a week before we made plans to go, but I did let it be and told her that I understand and that we can go at a later date. Thing is, she told me that she will go to the country will not name the name of the country for obvious reasons, for a few days to see her grandmother, and that she will also take her brother with her so that he can see his friends. I was perfectly fine with that and told her that if she needs anything she can let me know. Today though, I picked up her phone and checked her Instagram messages. I know that this was a bad move, but the phone was open and it piqued my curiosity. I found out that she has planned to go to a different country than the one she told me about and was talking with a guy. When I saw the context of the messages, I was at a high-stress state. I took a walk for 10 minutes, then I came back, we talked about it, I apologized over checking her phone as this was completely out of character and she apologized over lying to me as well. Thing is that I had trust in her and it was not my intention of doing that. However, my interest was piqued and all I wanted to do was to reaffirm how important she sees our relationship. However, what I discovered was that she was talking to someone and told him that she will visit the country that he is staying at and wanted to go there as she had obligations and wanted her brother to go see the universities there. Below, I will provide the conversation they had, for clarity purposes. Her, I want that hoodie, smiley face. Him, my wife and LT, 3 him, how long till I see you? Her, I'm arriving on that date in the F, country name removed. Let me know where you will be so that I will come and see you. Him, cool, I'll be on this place. Her, I can't wait. Him, do you have a place to stay? Her, I've booked a hotel room, my brother is coming. Him, oh okay, you can come and stay with me for one night, yes? Her, we will see. Him, no you will, I miss you a lot. Her, heart emoji. Another conversation. Him, if only my wife decided to come home. Her, well I am home hun, you are not coming to visit me. Him, no your home is with me. After telling her what I saw, she told me that she lied about the country she is going because I would be mad that we won't go together. She told me that her brother, since she will have to take him with her, was not feeling that comfortable with all 3 of us staying together, which I completely understand. She told me that this is how she talks with some of her friends and that this is how they usually speak together. We concluded that she will be honest from now on such cases. She admitted that lying to me about her holidays was a mistake and I told her that I look at our relationship seriously, I do see her differently than other women I've been with and that I will be more cautious with us moving forward, as this hurt my trust. I am really not sure how I should react moving forward over this, both in our relationship and in relation to my feelings. On the one hand, I do trust her because I don't think she is an unfaithful person. On the other hand, this all seems way too suspicious based on logic. I really do have mixed feelings over this, and the entire time we have been together, I have been hurt as she being a dismissive avoidant really puts pressure in the relationship. TLDR, my partner lied on where she planned to go for holidays and she has been talking to someone that I don't know in what looks like a romantic way. Thank you. Update, another conversation that they had. Him, if only my wife decided to come home. Her, well I am home hun, you are not coming to visit me. Him, no your home is with me. The more I think about it, the more it reaffirms that she had a relationship with this guy before I met her and she kept at it the entire time we have been together. If I speak to her about it again, all she will say is that they are just friends and this is the way she speaks with him. I feel I am at a really bad place emotionally right now and we work together in an hour. I am at a freeze, fight or flight, response because I love her so much to break up with her. Update 2, I told her how I feel over this yet again, and I told her that it's over. She immediately changed her tone, being apologetic, and showed understanding. She told me that she had a close relationship with this guy. Out of the 3 to 4 years that she knew him, he was a coworker, was suicidal, and that they have been through a lot and she cares for him. She once again expressed her feelings for me. I told her that my trust is lost. She told me that she will change the way she speaks to her friend from now on and that she ain't that girl. The only reason I partly believe what she says is because she hasn't given me any signs of being unfaithful. However, when I go over the tone of their discussion, I still keep thinking that this can't just be friendship, and I would never allow myself to talk to a girl who is a friend like that when I am in a relationship, most importantly out of respect. I really valued her and gave her all my heart and cared, but because I've done this wholeheartedly and without expecting something in return, she didn't value it. There is a chance that I am being treated in a narcissistic pattern, gaslighting, emotional withdrawals, etc., when it comes to how she is treating me, as she is a dismissive avoidant. I understand that people here may tell me that my choice should be different, but I decided to stay with her and slowly detach myself from her. Entiendo que las opinions son directas pero por favor entiendan que todo el año y medio he estado lidiando con esta relación que tenía patrones que me hacían unirme a ella emotionalmente. Hence, why breaking up is so hard for me right now. Update 3, she sounded apologetic through our work shift yesterday and kept asking me what she needs to do to make up for all that. I told her, you think about what you can do to make this right, not me. You created all these issues. Today, she called me, and after a few minutes I told her the following: I know how you can at least convince me that he is indeed your friend. Message him something in the context of, my boyfriend will also be joining us, do you think we can get a ticket for him as well? They wanted to go out for a concert. She became mad that I could ask her to do that, and her response was, it's ridiculous that you want me to send something like that to my friend, you are jealous, I will feel embarrassed. I told her in a calm manner, in what way does this sound ridiculous? You'll just tell your friend that my boyfriend may also be with us, and if there are available tickets. Then she wanted to walk her dog out and close the phone on my face, which she has never done before. Update 4, I went through the conversation yet again, which goes as follows: him, how long till I see you? Her, I'm arriving on Wednesday. Let me know when I will come to see you. Him, I'll be on that location. Have you got a place to stay? Her, I will be staying on that place as well anyway. I've booked a hotel room cause my brother is with me. Him, oh okay, so you can come and stay with me for one night, yes? Smiley face. Her, we will see. The more I analyze this, the more I understand that this is a romantic relationship, and as many people stated, I may be the AP rather than the SO. You see, I've booked a hotel room cause my brother is with me may most likely mean that she would be staying with him, but due to her brother being with her, she will have to stay at a hotel. And that, we will see, was just playful. Am I wrong on how I interpreted the conversation? I told her that we have to break up 4 times already, and she stops me and says how much she loves me, and that she is being honest. I keep asking her to send the guy a message, and the response I get is always, I want to do this at my own pace. Update 5, I just put the ultimatum down. She tried to convince me with the following: so us mean nothing to you? I have to go to that trip, I'll lose money if I won't, you could come with us, but my brother isn't feeling comfortable, I can go to the concert and send you a video with my friend, I want to prove that he's just a friend with my own actions, I won't send a message. Told her the following: you want us to be together. Prove to me that he's your friend and stay here so that we can work this out. You can go to your trip. Feel free to do so. You won't find me here when you're back. How do you think I should handle this moving forward? Would you say there is at least a possibility that she is telling the truth? Update 6, she started crying, telling me that she is no use. She told me that she ruins everything she does. She can't work properly without my help. She lied, which is something she didn't want to do. That her father was right calling her out for being useless. I felt really sorry for her, and I reassured her that all these opinions are just thoughts. I reassured her how important she is to everyone, and how loving she can be. When she cried, she told me, "I am being honest with you, you have to believe me, I am telling you the truth, can you please help with a question that I have to finish my work? I have to go to class in a bit." I helped her because I didn't like hearing her crying and because there was no help for me today, and then crying stopped. Later on, yet again, a long conversation due to her counterarguments over everything I was saying. I have to constantly repeat myself over this because the conversation backpedals to our initial discussion. I kept giving her the ultimatum, she kept saying every time, "Are you threatening me?" I kept responding, "No, this is your own choice, but I won't be here when you come back." We again went back to the point of, "Just send him a message." She said, "All right, I'll do it," twice. But both times, the conversation froze right before she grabbed her phone to send him a message. And a loop of the conversation again, I would feel embarrassed, "I'll do it at my own pace." Update 7. Finally, before she left, she kept telling me that she won't send him a message. I told her, "Tell me, what have you done for us? You can't even move your little finger to send a friend of yours a message because you'll feel embarrassed. Don't you think feeling a little embarrassed is worth it for our relationship? Tell me a single time there was an action from your end apart from words. If you don't send a message now, we are done." She was speechless and kept delaying it. She told me, "Will you not end it if I do? We can do this in the afternoon together." She finally said, "I'll come to you now." Then I hung up. And I think that she'll use this as an opportunity to test me. It's been an hour and she is still not here. Update 8. We met up later on the day. The moment I saw her, I also PM'd the guy they were exchanging those messages. I asked him to clarify their relationship. He told me the following, "My bad man. I didn't know she was in a relationship, otherwise I wouldn't have spoken like that. She looked after me when I was at a tough spot in my life and I always referred like that to her ever since. There isn't anything romantic between us and I would have done the exact same thing if this was my girlfriend. And don't worry, you won't have to message again now that I know that you are together." I also noticed that he did not message her since and of course message her an update while I was with her. His response felt genuine. Regardless, her lie and the inability to take actions thus far for us proves to me that she is no longer worth my time and the sacrifices I made for her. Since this happened, I couldn't sleep and I couldn't eat. She will go to the trip she has planned, and by all means, she should. I no longer see her the way I used to and I will no longer sacrifice my time or energy for her. This was big slap in my face, and from now on, my priorities will shift back to my self-improvement and of course, to my friends and family. It no longer feels like she is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I feel betrayed. Let's say that she is indeed telling the truth about her relationship with this guy. I decided to go no contact at least until she returns to focus on other things, and I have already made plans to spend time with friends as being alone wouldn't be good for me right now. I reevaluated my priorities. How would you proceed moving forward? No, there is no possibility that she is telling you the truth. She already lied about her destination for her holiday, so assume everything else she is telling you is a lie. She has at least an emotional relationship with this guy for years and is gaslighting you into believing that there is no relationship there, despite the dialogue between them which strongly suggests otherwise. Going forward, I would stop having sex with her immediately and have her sleep in a different room. Also try to find a different place to live as soon as possible and or kick her out of your shared residence. Tell her to go visit him early and stay with him as long as she likes, since she's no longer your problem. Slowly withdrawing from her will only hurt you. Think of your relationship like a cancer. You can treat it aggressively and kill it, or you can passively sit back and let it kill you. Don't be a victim. Stand up for yourself and... The last conversation says it all. She wants to be alone with her lover. Get your shit together and move to zero contact. Move on, my friend. On update 7, bruh, just finished, it's exhausting. Edit 8, you did good, she'll go on the trip and have a rebound with that guy. At this point I think she knows it too, I'm pretty sure they're going to have sex. Let's say she's telling the truth about her relationship with this guy. The guy might have responded in a genuine way. But I think she had other plans for her and him. Stay on track, just zero contact after she leaves and move on, Good luck OP. No, she's not. She already lied about where she is going. You saw the conversation. In addition, she got angry about bringing you up. There is no future with her, in the foreseeable future. Also, she was more concerned with how she looked to him than how she looks to you. 100% relationship is done. Tell her to fly/ride back with her brother. Please do the exercise to read your own post as if it was written by somebody else. This has more red flags than I don't know what. I hope you find the strength to cut ties with her. I promise you that is much better to be alone than in a relationship like that. Sending you a big hug, brother. When you caught her the first time, she gave you enough information to calm you down, gaslighting. Then of course when you discuss more she tells you a little bit more. And then of course when you tell her that you want her to tell him that you're coming along. She gets angry at you because saying that would ruin her chances of continuing the relationship with him. Sorry dude, you got to cut her. Good luck. You mentioned that she was gaslighting you. This is exactly what she is doing. It's hard to accept, but is obvious from the details that you have provided. Sorry that you are emotionally attached to this woman. Best of luck on detaching yourself from this relationship. It sounds like you know what you have to do.